Makaz, oh, so he is actually subbing Necro out here. So not the team, or not the player that we're usually expecting, but maybe we'll be seeing him bring something new to the table. It is actually their Cypher that was swapped out, so they're pivoting who is going to be playing Cypher, and they're going to be picking up an aggressive fragger. So I'm a little bit curious to see what he's going to bring to this table, how that's going to change their team's dynamic, and what a great match against a team that you don't really know so well, but have expected victory against, that you can hopefully work out some of the kinks, or we'll see Ostrich riders be trying to trample their way to victory, as it's looking like a B execute to start things off.
They're going to meet a lot of opposition in that Brimstone smoke, though. Mingo actually immediately getting a headshot on Hoppy to start things off, so the attackers rolling through, and actually a very soft defense left, as Jet is the only survivor at B site. Does actually get a couple of shots off, but the Sage wall is going to block him off entirely. Two players in the back hall. Rodin goes down on the defense, and the attackers are still getting that plant and getting kills.
That they are. It had to put down all of your smokes just to back out of that one, and while you do live, it's still a 3v4 situation to try and come back from, as getting back onto this site's a little bit risky. There's going to be one. That's Corrales swinging out from the cubby spot, swinging again. Mingo's going to find one. Not going to quite win out on that duel, but will get cleaned up in the end. Round one goes to Ostrich Riders.
I wonder if we'll be seeing nearly as many triples today as we did yesterday. Already Mingo getting us started on the right foot, buying that assault rifle instantly. Actually, 3 ARs on the attacker's side. They are stacking those ARs and small armors. It's basically a 3v5 as Corrales actually spending out as well. So they're going to try to fully roll the defense here with just improved firepower. The pistol users, of course, going to be happy to get any kills that they can. Ghosts can get headshots pretty easily, so we'll see if they can snipe anything. But wow, that is pretty miserable. Wicked Fruit triple off the top.
Right, Wicked Fruit pulling out the triple almost right after. As soon as the action was able to be started and you called it out, we saw it happen. And Wicked actually going to be dropping in on the Reyna, finding a 4th kill as a 5th one comes in. But Wicked bringing out Reyna as a champion we did not see yesterday coming out onto any of our games, but it's sort of been, we talked about this a little bit yesterday, there's a couple players that, there's a couple Reyna believers, if you will, that really try to strut her stuff and make her work, and she's very feast or famine, but right there, it looked like a feast for the fruit.
And the ridiculous thing is, Reyna's feast or famine because of the momentum that she gains. When she gets a kill, she can carry on to the next fight. That wasn't even a fight. That was like just a drill going through the entire enemy team. But Makazin starting off with the op shot in showers, giving defense at least a breather here. They can take a breath. It's 5v4. They're not going to get completely rolled. They've got guns of their own now. So definitely that second round showed the might of the assault rifles versus pistols after you win that pistol round. So we had a triple and a triple. Will someone manage one this time? Jet already with the first kill. You can see the A short execute actually being blocked by the defenders here, trying to slow things down.
Yeah, and a good off angle standing up here, but Hoppy's holding a great position just to try and spray through the box. He will find one, swings out on a little bit more people than he was expecting, as Mingo's going to find that kill. Makazin trading right one back, so still retaining advantage for now. That's a lot of smoke for Makazin to find a creeping little angle there for, but as he slips off the truck, it looks like we'll just wait on Ostrich Riders to make the next move, but Bram saying he's the one who wants to open this up and close that story immediately there after 2 kills over to him.
Very, very nice. And you can see he's got the ADD with the knife that you expect out of a lot of pro players. Just constantly rotating that middle mouse wheel, inspecting weapon. Yeah, they can't hold still. Sinatra, I can't even watch him. I can't even spectate him because he will not stop spinning weapons pre-rounds. But yeah, defense on the board here.
Yeah, a lot of them actually, it's not your scroll wheel that they're scrolling the weapons through, because they're not going through their pistols. Well, scroll wheel for Valorant and for the CS Incline, if you're used to Source games, is actually always going to be almost always going to be on jump for your B-hops, getting those jump inputs in time. But speaking of timing, Makazin has the right timing on that op shot. I think he went blow for blow with lags, but he might have clipped the wall or gotten a leg, but Wicked Fruit's gonna find a headshot there onto Hoppy, and that's a great way to hopefully start making your way onto this site.
That's a huge difference between the competitive games and my own ranked games, is just the number of shots through walls. These guys have, done this so often. They know the defensive spots so well and what they can get away with when they're shooting edges of walls and things like that. We've seen multiple kills through walls already. Logan getting a double here for the defenders, stopping the spike in its tracks. Another triple. 4 rounds, 3 triples on the board.
This is our curse. Us 3 together, we apparently just invoke triple kills coming out from any member of any team, it feels like, because it wasn't even just Project SW. They kind of started the trend and then it carried all the way through.
Yeah, Project SW before that, Team Bonk. Just lighting teams up. There were a couple games against like 5D Dogs, for example. It was a 13-2 SmackDown. They were just getting triples every round, but Opportunists versus Ostrich Riders actually evenly matched now. I thought, Opportunists would be slightly favored just because we hadn't seen Ostrich Riders, but they stuck it to him the first 2 rounds. Now we'll see if Reyna can continue to be useful here, right? Because we did talk about yesterday the fact that no one was picking her. The blind is somewhat counterable. If you see the eye come out, you're quick on the draw, you can just take it down. If you're, expecting the Reyna to come in, it's still a better blind than Phoenix, and we're not seeing Phoenix used either here, and I'm curious if we will today, but in the TSM match, for example, last night, they're still using Phoenix, so we know that he is viable.
Yeah, and as Lag's taking a little bit of damage there from that electric arrow, one of the things that might be relevant here is, well, hold that thought. Logan's gonna find one. No, that's Rodin picking up that kill through the smoke. A second one as well before he goes down, and Hoppy's triple kill.
My turn, he says.
All right, everybody, it's like when you go to the deli. Everyone grabs a ticket, you wait your spot in line. Okay, here's your triple kill.
Yep. You get a triple, and you get a triple, and you get a triple. Everybody gets a triple. Okay.
Everyone's deserving, and we'll see if Ostrich Riders get they're next up to bat. But what I was going to mention, and while we're on this subject of Reyna in this kind of a game, is you were mentioning about the flash. One of the things that definitely comes into play is when you're pushing into a Cypher specifically as Reyna, as if he is in his camera, it will hold the blind, and at that point you're gonna have to peek into it if you want to drop your camera. So it does offer you a little bit of control over a solo hold Cypher. But with a map like this, you're usually not solo holding B as Cypher, always going to have at least one member to help you out there.
This
help will really be needed here.
Specific defense is looking kind of scary, actually. A pushed all the way through market, but it is a full stack over at Hookah, essentially 3-2 split, but all at B here, and now that they're starting to march onto the point, the defense is not really in a great position here. However, the shots are on point. Brams and Logan both getting some kills there. Rodin getting in on the action as well. The Brimstone ultimate does not score a frag, but does at least shift them around. Lag's gonna get the triple this time, and Ostrich Fighters, after losing 3 rounds straight, look to be in a great position here.
Yeah, a lot of little damage going through the site box here, but don't think he'll be able to get onto site. Corrales going to be picking up that last kill, and with the trends continuing, I'm liking what we're seeing from Ostrich Riders here. It's very risky to be all-inning sites like that, especially sending 3 through Hookah all at the same time to just kind of pour out onto site. If you have a Reyna, her flashes can command at least enough space that you can go for those plays, but it only gets riskier and riskier, especially if they have members like Brams or Logan using walls and mollies a little bit more aggressively to try and deter those kinds of advances, but a little bit more standard of a setup coming out right now, trying to peek into this mid lane. Gonna get tagged up a little bit, but nothing Corrales can't shake off for now.
Ooh, we got ops in hand here. Black Dragon op specifically for Makazan, getting things started on the defense. And someone in chat actually pointing out Maka for Necro is a massive difference. Finch, if you'd like to elaborate on that, please help us out here. But Brams staring down A Short here, already at a 5-3 advantage, but does go down. So A Short opened up slightly. Happy goes down now as well. They're going to be able to march on and probably get this plant at least. But Makazan, another head removed, and the knives are out.
Ooh, and a good dash away to try and dodge out on that one. He's playing this fight beautifully. Gonna find a 4th. I love the way Makazan was able to play that one out. He just sweeps his way back into showers, and after he got the opening frag there and was able to hold down that area, he knows nobody's coming from that side. So while he's backing away, always taking defensive angles. You saw after the challenge from Reyna, Ostrich Riders tried to push in and be more aggressive on him. He dashes towards his smoke, pulls out knives, and he's ready to just hold down one angle at a time. And if you're going to be finding a 4-man, that's exactly how you need to be taking that, 1 kill at a time, finally breaking the triple kill streak we've had here.
Yeah, 4 is the new mark to beat, and Lags pulls the knives out immediately to try for even better if he can. And this is actually, again, sort of a tough attack as Sage is pretty well entrenched. The Sova ultimate actually coming out instantly through Hookah, trying to find something. We did see some really good Sova ultimate kills yesterday throughout the day, so excited to see more of that in today's action. But you can see them actually backing out of Hookah now. The A defenders did not come through market this time. They did stay patient, so now it's just the onus on the attackers as time is working against them. They only have a Frenzy in hand, I see there, for the Reyna, for example, so could still be a tough task as A short still being covered by the Sova.
That it is, and not a whole lot of information gleamed from that Hunter's Fury. Sometimes you can get just one hit and you can at least get an idea of where people are, but Bram's gonna find a bit of info there, finding a kill onto Wicked Fruit. Smoke's gonna go out, and Bram's gonna find one through it! Nice timing on that one to get that kill as Rodin's gonna find a third one. This might have just been a stuffed attempt here by Ostrich Riders, as Rodin's gonna be picking up that 4th kill. Jet is the lone survivor, has knives, but doesn't even have those anymore. Pistol Warrior, though. Lags gets 3 before dropping down. Logan gonna be picking up that last kill. That was a ghost triple, I believe, almost exclusively. I didn't see a knife kill on the board, so good stuff to Lags for being able to almost clutch that from the grave of that play.
Yeah, Lags taking some cash out of the coffers of the defenders at least, and, you know, stacking up his own bank account on kind of a disadvantaged round. But that op shot, that was nasty. That was that's a rage quit shot right there. Like,
oh, it's so frustrating. You know, you're like, all right, smokes are up. I don't need to. You step out and just, like a truck, it just comes right through and dropped our friend Mingo here. But
Makazin,
we'll see how the situation's reset and if Ostrich are going to be able to bounce back.
Makazin has the op. He's got some targets out in front of him. Doesn't know necessarily what we know, but Wicked Fruit taking advantage of the fact that Makazin has been playing that op spot. Very good attack momentum now, and A actually getting rotated to very quickly, but Kryton trying to take advantage of that and hit what he can. It is going to flush a player out at least. Hoppy gets taken down in the process, and now Mingo taking down Rodin. Attackers looking pretty good, but Logan on the board now, evening things up. Trying to even things up.
Right. Yeah, doing their best, 2 to 3, but it will at least give Ostrich Riders enough pressure to get onto their B site. Popping the res, though. You were just predicting. You got the perfect prediction.
Yep,
Pops the res there.
He did even it up.
For the yeah, it was just casting a little bit ahead of me on my end, but we're a little bit seeing Ostrich Riders. Their post plant is a little bit risky as they're kind of being funneled out of the position they wanted to hold. 3 members strong into Hookah, though, so Wicked Fruit is going to need to make some plays here if they want to find it. So 1 for 1 so far. Corrales picking up the last one, and Wicked finds his kill. And it's interesting to see a Reyna on the Opper, but he seems to be pulling up good numbers for this game.
And then he tosses it for the Vandal.
I know, I was just... No, I think he
picked it up.
Keep it? Yeah, I think he got it back. I thought he dropped it too. That's why I got scared.
Okay, so he started with the op obviously because he killed Jet with it to start the round, and then finished, you know, with that kill that we witnessed too. So you're right. It is somewhat unusual for the Reyna to be the rifler. You would expect SMGs and unusual for Reyna to be the opper. You would expect them to be a rifler or an SMG just because of the way the kit works. You're, you know, up close and personal with people more often because you've got the overheal, you've got the invulnerability sort of movement. Corrales, though, popping Brams immediately, and defense already falling like flies.
Definitely. And when we're talking about Reyna as an opper, the Empress Ultimate doesn't exactly offer the same value because you get that added attack speed like we were talking about. But I think one of the interesting things is, and part of why Reyna isn't always looked so favorably on, is the higher attack speed also messes with your spray pattern.
Sure.
And when you're talking about like needing spray transfers to get multiple kills, which is what Empress kind of is supposed to allow you to pull off, it can mess with that a little bit. So maybe the op adds a bit of consistency for Wicked Fruit on a character that can have those moments of high octane. You get to just more worry about the empowered abilities that you get rather than having to stress about the extra attack speed.
And, I mean, the Empress ultimate, he could just op whenever he doesn't have the ult, switch to a Vandal or Phantom. When he does have the ult, you know, you got options. And actually, if your money's high enough, eventually you can buy multiple guns if you're far enough ahead. But Opportunists now starting to dwindle. Only 2 players remaining. One is Makazan with the op, and he's been pretty spicy on it so far. But with the spike already planted, I would not expect them to move in here. Just probably save the cash instead. Maybe try to snag a kill, but I don't expect the defuse attempt.
Yeah, Makazan had been playing pretty aggressively with the op in the past couple rounds, and now when you're looking at a 2v5, definitely is time to just take a little bit more defensive of a posture. A little bit of shoulder baits coming out from Logan, and he will get the shot out, but not going to be able to find much more than a couple tags before he's forced to back away.
Okay, so Finch actually letting us know that Necro was only a stand-in, and Makazan is an incredible player who is ridiculous in CSGO as well. So thank you very much for that, Finch. I'm going to take your word for it. And
I mean, it seems to be the
exactly.
case here. 9-4
the evidence
already
is there
for a 5-5 round.
Makazan, you know, playing A showers solo, really, but he did get punished for it just recently here, so may need to switch things up, maybe switch sites, actually, as he heads over to B, and since Ostrich Riders actually had 2 successful attack rounds in a row, one was on B site, one was on A site, they're showing that they are able to hang here with Opportunists after losing 3 rounds straight.
Right, and I think adaptations like Ostrich had to be able to recognize, okay, Makazan's going to play very aggressive in showers. We can kind of play around with the showers angle, find an off angle for the Reyna to be peeking that. It's a great way to try to adapt to this one, but Makazan, adaptations on adaptations. He's finding a new angle to hold. There are 4 members here that are going to be coming in. He's got to find the owl drone. They're going to file out onto him, trying to put the pressure on the Opper. That's how you have to do it, and they're gonna find it. Lags picking up that first kill as Wicket. It's in a great position. Yeah, I don't exactly know how he got on top of that wall. I don't think Logan saw him get up there, but will only mean Rodin can trade 1 kill before getting dropped himself. Hoppy in a bit of a sneaky position here. The orbital strike's gonna come down. Hoppy has an okay position to try to get in there onto that bomb, but there's a lot of members between you and that bomb.
And a lot of them are in Garden, actually. 3 players backed off after the Brimstone ult, but the attackers eventually get those last 2 headshots. No defuse possible. Ostrich Riders, 4 still standing, so they're happy to get that bank piling up. Meanwhile, the defenders, this will be their basically full spend round, and they don't even have enough for full kit for everybody. You can see half armors and a Guardian in tow for the defenders. Brams, I haven't seen a Guardian in so long. Did we even see one yesterday? Bulldog or Guardian, I guess, are kind of the feels bad ARs.
Yeah, we mentioned that a little bit yesterday. I think we saw maybe 1 or 2 in those scenarios of I can't afford to buy a gun, but it's last round of the half, so I'm just gonna buy this Guardian and hopefully make it work. But maybe we'll see some new Guardian skills. The Empress is gonna be popped right away. That's gonna deter you from flying out on the side as you might exactly want, but Crichton with the opening frag means Ostrich Riders' aggression is going to pay off for now. So they're trying to push in, take site control. Makazan firing back and firing 2 of them before Corrales is going to be trading that back up. Maybe Corrales, triple kill on deck. Will he be able to get it?
Free kill there with the res. Hoppy and Brams cross-firing each other, covering each other's sides. The res unable to be effective there, so unfortunate for them burning that off. But 6-6 at the half. I mean, they weren't going to be able to keep it the res anyway, so pistol round now again here. We did see Lags and company win the pistol round and the follow-up. Sorry, it's early in the morning. Pistol round and the follow-up. They may do it again here. Lags specifically with the Ghost was very impressive, getting a triple even against ARs. Makazan actually rocking the shorty this time. Curious if he's going to be, hookah makes most sense. Hookah or showers, but attacking forward will be tough with the shorty. I guess he could just jump on someone's head. We don't see what utility he has.
Yeah, I think he would have picked up... You can buy at least 2 dashes, I believe, or at the very least, you're going to have 1 with that little extra money there as he's going to try and just force his way in here. U-Haul's a great position to try and take with the shorty. You really have to play around those ranges, but Corrales finds a kill there. Grab doesn't get the ult orb in time, but he does have an extra gun. He didn't have to invest on Makaza and finds his shorty kill there. Yeah, I was gonna say, gonna be pushing for more. You might as well go for it all when you have the shorty. Makaza's shorty triple might just be on deck, but Hoppy, no!
Yeah, Hoppy.
He's gonna be the one who finds the triple there. A couple good shots coming out from him.
Yeah, actually, the shorty ended up in a perfect position with that CT little connector there into A site. Was able to just camp that, get 2 quick kills, and then Hoppy, just sick accuracy there with the Ghost. You can see their purchase choices here, not going for the full AR, full shields, if they already had, you know, enough for... Well, actually, now we have a Bulldog and several SMGs, so I guess it's just personal preference at this point.
Yeah, it's up for a bit of debate, but this time they will have the Jet pulling back Eco a little bit, so you want an off on the next round, but flying right in. What a bait! Doesn't even look behind him. He knows his teammates have him covered as Brams is going to be able to pick up that kill, and Bomb is going to go down. Going to be traded out immediately there. I love this aggressive rush down style that we're seeing from the Opportunists, that they're going to make another one for themselves. Brams, re-swing on him. You know you want to. You have him marked, but he doesn't have enough HP. No, Hoppy's going to be able to pick up that kill for him, and Opportunists are just flying into that site, it felt like, and Bomb down. That was one of the fastest rounds I feel like we've seen.
I think it only comes second to the triple kill from Wicked Fruit and the AR in round 2. Remember, they're going up C-Long, and 3 people died instantly. That round was over before the plant was even possible, but this one was very brutal, very quick. The 3 defenders coming through CT at the same time obviously did not work out for them, as Brams was the one to secure the triple this time. So again, everyone gets a triple. Hoppy tried to get it, but it was Brams this time. Logan now taking his POV here. Everyone does have ARs across the board. No jank required. Looks like, you know, you hang on to an SMG just to save the cash if you've got one, but the Sage wall gonna get blasted down immediately, and Sage as well, taken down by Makaza, double kill before falling. Wicked Fruit with a triple, though, saving the site at least. It's a 2v2 now.
I have the spike.
Yeah, and what a great way to find that fight back there, bringing it to a 2v2 once more, and good positioning from the side of Ostrich Riders to wait for this retake to happen. Cypher's lurking a little bit far off of sight, but Bomb is kind of planted for him, so this is the awkward situation where you have a lot of angles that you need to hunt players down in before you can try to stick a defuse, as defensive positions are coming out from the Opportunists. Smokes are going to start flying out, but that's going to be a swing from Logan. And that's 1 down, so now not only do you know where one player is, you're going to find Roden. He reveals himself maybe a little bit too early, as now Logan's just waiting for the audio, but Lags is going to be the one on the prowl there, finding Logan out in the U-Haul connector and going to get the defuse just in time.
What a clutch there. Lags actually starting the defuse, popping Roden, and then getting the advantage on the duel with only 33 HP remaining. Gets the full defuse. Lags saving the day there. Wicked Fruit, gotta say, the triple again. Wicked Fruit did make it a lot easier for Lags, but excellent follow-up there, and I'm curious to see what the spending is going to be like now for the defense, because they're at around 3K each, and that'll get you an SMG and armor, but if you do that, you're not going to be able to get ARs next round if you lose the round. It's a weird spot. You've got not quite enough to get the AR and full shield combos. It looks like they're going to invest in the guns and just hope they don't die.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because it is the Vandal, so if you just click the foreheads, it doesn't matter that you don't have armor, but that's easier said than done, as I'm sure many of them will tell you, but the Owl Drone spotting out the Omen in an aggressive... What? Oh my gosh, Hobby! Never mind, clicking heads is how he makes his living! Finding that one off only the information from the Owl Drone. What a opening kill!
So Poker has 2 sayings, but we'll get to that in a second. Brams is gonna get that kill through the wall. Again, more kills through the wall than I've seen, you know, in a long time, really. This match already getting a lot of those wall bangs, but in Poker they have a saying, I'd rather be lucky than good. and lucky people, skilled people are lucky more often. So I feel that's what happened there. He was lucky, but he knew to shoot there, so he got the headshot. Hoppy getting another headshot on Wicked Fruit here. 3 attackers still standing against a weak Crichton here. Only 27 HP. 1 bullet will take him down regardless, and the spike is already planted, so it's going to be on lags once again, really, to get this done here.
Yeah, Crichton's doing what he can to try and pepper him through the box. But other than a little bit of seasoning, I don't think it's going to be enough to get onto this site here. Throws down a smoke, but not quite on top of him. Logan's going to be able to swing back and find the kill for Opportunists to be winning out on that round.
The bunny hop.
So don't think, yeah, I was going to say, not quite caught by the bomb. Was a little scary there.
Yeah, that's dangerous territory, but thankfully the time was there, no defuse, so the round ended before the explosion. Didn't have to worry about it anyway. Econ-wise, defenders lost, so they lost their bank, they lost their guns. They're in a really, really tough spot now. While Makazin, Hoppy, Brams, everyone getting triples over on the other side, they are, just deeply outmatched here, and it is going to be a B split, but both Jets actually popping the knives immediately here, and that makes more sense when you're on the thrifty side than the overpowered side, but we'll see what Makazin does here. He gets the immediate headshot in the duel.
Finds a second one off the knives. Will he get the third? Of course he will. It's a triple kill. Why would he not? And I'm a little bit surprised to see the ultimates coming out into a pistol round, but when you're really just trying to guarantee all the rounds you can, I don't mind this play so much, as they are going to be able to get all 4 kills immediately, get the bomb down. If they're able to find the first one, this is huge for your economy. This is going to be 2 rounds in a row. You got all the kills and bomb planted. As swinging around here, will he be able to win the duel? Of course, Makazin. Knives versus pistol. He's the only person who can bring a knife to a gunfight, but Jet's going to win that one out. And that's going to be another 5 kills, bomb planted. Opportunists with money in the heaps, it feels.
Yeah, 4 kills. Makazin setting the pace again. 4 kills in a round. The Jets on both sides actually top fraggers here, and just eliminating the enemy Jet instantly had to feel great there. You're basically saying, okay, we've got, we're evenly matched. We're mano-y-mano. I clicked 2 first, got the quick 2 and 3 follow-ups, even with ARs pointed at him, and Makazin just stunting on the Ostrich Riders right now, but it's going to be a quick trade over at A Showers to start this one off.
You will not kill
yeah, a great trade right there as Corrales is hopefully trying to defend his partner long enough, but there comes an orbital strike. Will his friend get out in time? Oh, he found a corner! Wicked Fruit burying his face in that one as the Molly's going to burn him down. Only forcing him into Brams' pocket there, and that's going to be Corrales trading that one back, throws up a wall to try and slow them down as everyone is in showers right now. It's a community effort.
Sage
they are going to back out of that one and reset.
Rotate, rotate, rotate. There's 4 people here. Where are you? But Jet is actually still holding B long. Could use the teleporter, obviously, as it is right next to it, and could actually surprise them in A short, but now they seem to have, assessed the threat receding. They're over in A short now. Kind of interesting, actually. I think this is still a better move for the attackers than trying to squeeze through that single choke. But Jet is still way out of position. Logan gets that frag, and they've got the man advantage now on site as Rodin pops Corrales. That's going to be a Sage Wall up in a plant.
Yeah, and Crichton's looking to delay that as long as possible. Gonna find 2 there. Has Hunter's Fury to try and make this work in this 2v2, but you got him cornered. You just need to wait for your team to be coming in, as you have to wait for your Jet, finding angles and lags, but he can't quite get all the way in. Right now, Crichton's just trying to keep him busy, but it'll only be for so long before he goes down. Now they have all the room to play with. Hoppy gonna be forcing lags out wide and grabbing an op for himself.
Nice work from Hoppy there, maintaining control of the site, getting a couple of frags to his name, and just looking at the kill counts here, Logan, impressive. I'm very impressed by fewest deaths because I play Phoenix and I always get most deaths. So seeing only 7 deaths in 18 rounds is always kind of mind-boggling to me. So they've only lost 7 rounds. Logan is just fantastic at being that base, that anchor, staying alive, keeping the heals, reses available as long as possible, not rushing in first, anything like that. Sova ultimate actually coming out very, very quickly here, but will he be able to actually get any damage out? Yes, Reyna is going to be the first one. No, sorry. Misread that. Okay.
Yeah. Did get a little bit of damage, but not the kill. Yeah, and
take flight.
There's something to be said. Only real ones die every round. That's the job of an entry fragger.
It's like twice a round, 3 times a round. Sometimes it's Phoenix if my Sage is particularly mean.
I got it. And That's going to be a couple of trades. Bram's looking to have that one, but Hoppy and McCausland are just going to set up the advantages for them. Roden cleaning up that round as well, as they're going to push themselves out to match point. And I got to say, McCausland making us miss him from yesterday, as he's 20 and 10 so far.
Maybe they beat Bonk if McCausland plays yesterday. They won 11... Sorry, they went 11-13, not won 11-13. They went 11-13 against Team Bonk with Necro, and if Necro was the stand-in, McCausland getting a 20 bomb here. I'm very curious to see how this run back will go if indeed they win this game here and move on to face Bonk again. This is actually going to be a rematch in the round of 64.
That it is, and that was, like you mentioned, close match, 10-13. We all remember it well. So McCausland easily could be a difference maker in this one, and I do believe we were talking about this a little bit earlier. Brackets kind of projected for them to rematch, but the Hunter's Fury from Hoppy going to be trying to hopefully delay that as long as possible. Lag's going to be getting the first kill though.
Smoke's down.
As Crichton is going to find one as well. Logan picking up that kill, so it's a 2-1 so far, as the B site seems to be the one we're executing on.
So Logan moving forward now, loses his teammate Brams very quickly, but does get the follow-up. There's still a player in hookah watching that back hallway, does not go for the plant because Logan getting a triple instead, hopping on the box. I like that play a lot. Hoppy, though, now...
Yeah, treating it like a jungle gym as he's going to be swinging out there.
1v2 situation. We've seen him do this, but lags with a triple of his own, keeping the game alive for Ostrich Riders.
Yeah, definitely pulling up huge in this one. 19-13. He's looking to show himself as the McCausland of his own. But I do think one thing that we've been watching a lot from McCausland specifically is there was a couple rounds where he easily could have bought something a little bit bigger, but he was buying stingers. He was buying just a very aggressive option weaponry. And when you have the ability and the confidence, you end up 20-11 like he is in this one. But Lag's kind of trying to match him blow for blow, but the econ is running low. He can't quite match his firepower. You can match the heart, but guns definitely make a difference, and a lack of full armor might be the difference maker before you're able to keep this kind of a pace up, as looks like an A execute once again. 3 members in mid. The Showers members are slowly creeping forward. The Recon Bolt finds him there. Lags not going to be the one getting the open kill. It's going to go to Roden and Brams. Pushing out of Showers. They found 2 so far. Getting swung on by Hoppy. Lags, like we just mentioned, no armor means not enough HP to win out on that one.
And with the plant down, 4v2 advantage. This is looking incredibly good, but Mingo's swerving through Showers, gets 2 kills very quickly to try and even things up here, and 2-2 situation. The Sage Wall obviously going to be a bit of a deterrent, but Sova's right there with him, and actually the attacking Sova is looping all the way through Showers. I really hope that doesn't come to bite him in the butt, but Jet actually shrouded here by the Omen smoke. Omen potentially going for the defuse. Sova's in a great position, though, actually. The revealing area, if he has a shock dart available, maybe he can get some damage, but not even necessary. He shoots through the wall. Mingo goes down. It's a 2v1 now for the attackers, and that is going to be game over as Hoppy gets another triple through the wall for the victory. 13-8 is your final score. Ostrich Riders showing some really good rounds there. The Reyna play I was happy to see, but it is Opportunists again moving on into the round of 64. Again, all of our rounds are best of 1, so that is a done deal. Thank you to Ostrich Riders for competing. Better luck next